We're going to be talking about Eternals.
Yeah. So, the past week, the Eternals has gotten its rating, and we've learned what its runtime is going to be. We've talked a lot about runtimes in
Mm-hmm.
this podcast, and this comes from us over at the folks at the Direct, and they say that according to Kino Metro, which is a Russian film distributor bulletin based in
Oh,
Moscow, the upcoming film Eternals run is listed at 156 minutes, which is 2 hours and 36 minutes. Other movies listed on the site, such as Halloween Kills and The Last Duel, have accurate runtimes. So this is probably an accurate number. 2 hours and 36 minutes for Eternals. And I'm going to get the rated up right now. It is PG-13, but it has an interesting aspect to it um, for, for a brief sexuality, which has never happened for a Marvel movie. And it had
no.
a rating of 18 plus in Russia.
Wow.
Um, Alex, what do you make of the rating and the length of this film?
The runtime is the interesting part to me because I think it makes it just a little bit longer than Infinity War.
It is, it is
So it's going to be the second longest MCU movie just behind Avengers Endgame.
right.
I honestly thought the movie was going to be like Venom Let There Be Carnage time.
No,
Big Venom
no, no.
joke.
There's so many characters and they have to go through thousands of years. That makes sense to me. Like 2 hours, 2.5 hours for 10 characters makes sense to me. You're introduced to a new world,
That's
a
what
new adventure, new
I'm worried.
characters.
I'm worried about. I'm worried about this movie. I'm worried about it.
Okay, but are you worried about 2.5 hours with Eternals? Because a 2.5 hour
No,
movie can be boring.
it can be. Like, okay, let me tell you. There's Infinity War, which 2 hours and 30 minutes, not boring. Then
Right.
there's Attack of the Clones. That's pretty boring.
Throughout the entire movie.
Even the last act's kind of boring.
Yeah.
Um, so I don't know. I'm excited for that runtime though. Most movies that are that long are pretty good. So
Right. We're gonna get a lot of longer movies. Spider-Man No Way Home's rumored to be 2.5 hours, which it has to be.
it literally
Uh,
has. Same with Doctor. I think Multiverse of Madness needs to be like 3 hours.
it's probably gonna be a 3 hour movie. Like I literally think it has to be a 3 hour. Like
If
No
if
Way Home.
I'm telling you, if Multiverse of Madness is shorter than No Way Home, I'm actually gonna throw a fit. Ain't
There's
no
so much
way.
stuff that's there's so much stuff that's literally not related to the character of the movie, the main character, that like it has to be 2.5 hours long.
Literally, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness has so many rumors about everything but Doctor Strange that it's getting a little like worrisome.
Right. But anyways, back to Eternals. Yeah, I think that the runtime makes sense. Obviously, we're establishing these new 10 characters. We're going through thousands of years of history. We got to explain the Celestials. We got to explain where these characters have been, where they're going, what's this new adventure. So there's a lot of stuff. I would think, Alex, that the first part of this movie is going to be background about where these characters came from and stuff like that. So that's going to be the first act. Or maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, and then for I'll touch on my thoughts on the PG-13 rated makes sense. All Marvel films are PG-13, but brief sexuality and Russia had the 18 plus, and they only do that if there's gay content or anything that's related to the LGBTQ.
Well,
Um,
we only have one confirmed LGBTQ character, and that is Fastos. He's gay. We
right, and
even
I
we even know we're gonna see his husband. Like he's listed as a character.
right, and I think that's why um it's 18 plus in Russia. So, and I don't know why brief sexuality. They've never done that. So it's got to be something more than kissing.
Yeah. So, do you think we're gonna be seeing some
No, I don't know because that would be R then.
alluded to? Like
Probably.
you know
Yeah,
how like
probably.
how an Arrow when like they take their clothes off but they're not naked
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, probably.
I think
I
that
could
I
see
don't know.
that. Yeah, I could definitely see that. But is anything worrisome, or do you like the runtime or
I'm okay
anything?
with it. I'm okay with it all.
Yeah, I totally agree. I'm Alex knows I'm really excited for this movie.
Yes,
I've kind of been higher on it than most people, and I
cannot
think
wait.
it's got big potential to be a top 10 MCU film, and it looks fantastic from the trailers. I can't wait to explore this side
Mhm.
of the MCU.